morning, everyone. Welcome to Greymane Gaming. Thank you for joining me once again on our Monday version of Dreamlight Valley. Yes, we do it twice, at least, or I'm going to say at least twice a week on Monday and Wednesday. Today is, of course, the Monday. Oh, wait a minute. Hello. Today is Jedi Mind Trick Friday. Just to get you started off a little bit on the right foot today. But it is the Monday show. This is the show where we don't really talk so much about Dreamlight Valley stuff, and that we kind of talk about everything on Mondays, how your weekend went, what I did this weekend, what things Allie and I are into. We talk about TV shows. We talk about movies. If there is anything to talk about as far as Dreamlight Valley goes, we'll do that first. And then we will go into like pop culture chat. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about religion. But everything else we do talk about on Monday mornings. Wednesday mornings we usually reserve for... We talk some, but usually that's reserved for like what's in the shop, what's new in the shop, any new updates that are out for Dreamlight Valley. And then any other videos that pertain to Dreamlight Valley, we just do as regular Dreamlight Valley videos, which I'm doing right now with the Unwritten Realms. I'll be putting more of those out later on today, hoping to finish up that chapter of Dreamlight Valley in the next day or so and bring Aurora into the valley and all that jazz. So that's coming up. But for now, I have a little bit of a summer cold going on, so I might be whining and wheezing here. And I have a little summer cold. It's been hot, then cold, then hot. You know, you get really hot weather, you go out and you go into air conditioning. Allie and I have gone to two movies this weekend because it was just so hot out. We decided, let's just go, unusually go see two movies in one weekend instead of one. Usually we do one or two a month, but we're going to talk about the movies in a second. But it has just been so hot out, 89, 90 degrees, and that's so unusual for upstate New York. We're just not used to it. We're cold-blooded up here, and so we want cooler weather, and I'm waiting for autumn, but we muddle through it. We get out there and we do the summer thing too. I'm just struggling right now to get through this cold. Hard to breathe, and I'm just, it is what it is. But so please bear with me if I sound a little bit odd, but I probably do. So I got my new little Lost Boys costume on. If you've been watching the Unwritten Realms videos, you'll notice I had it on. But yeah, I've got the Lost Boys. I really love it. It always reminds me of when I'm running around with this. I always think of those old like Bugs Bunny cartoons where he's like, "Ain't I a little stinker?" And that's what it reminds me of. Ain't I a little stinker? It really does. We're gonna do a shortened video today because I do have other videos coming out, and I just don't want to tie up a lot of hours in videos for you to watch. So we're gonna just do a shortened Monday video here. So Allie and I did go to the movies this weekend. We saw Jurassic Park Rebirth, which is same old Jurassic Park. Wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't a great movie. I mean, they both the movies we saw this weekend. Yeah, I'll tell you about the other one in a second. But Friday night, we saw Jurassic Park Rebirth, and it's what you expect from Jurassic Park. Unfortunately, I think Jurassic Park hit its highlight at 1. I think the first one was amazing. The second one wasn't too bad. Then they all just went downhill from there. But I liked the first one way back when. And they all just, that was based on a Michael Crichton book. And then I think he did the first two. He did Jurassic Park, and he wrote The Lost World as well. So those two books turned pretty well into movies, and I thought those two movies were probably the best. The rest of the Jurassic World, and I'm not too impressed with those. So, and this one included. Jurassic Park Rebirth was it was okay. If you like dinosaurs, okay. If you like that kind of thing, okay. It was entertaining. It wasn't fantastic. So let's just leave it at that. And last night, Sunday night, we saw Superman. And Superman, let's talk about the numbers here. Superman grossed, I believe, close to 200 million over the weekend. What did it do? I'm looking at numbers here. It did it looks like $217 million worldwide. Not too shabby for Superman. 122 million domestically, and then it did 95 million, around 95 million internationally. So that's pretty good. It was made by James Gunn, who kind of switched over from Marvel to DC. James Gunn I was really impressed with James Gunn with his Guardians of the Galaxy, especially the third one. I thought he hit up on a really hard subject that dealt with cruelty to animals and other species, and I thought he did that so well. I cried in that movie for sure. It was a tearjerker. That's Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So bravo to James Gunn. I think he's a great director. And Superman was... so was it... I don't know how to explain Superman. Was it like leaps and bounds awesome? No. It wasn't leaps and bounds awesome. Was it good? Yeah. I thought it was going to bomb. I think the Fantastic Four is going to bomb. Superman, I thought for sure was going to not be so great, but if you look at it the way that I went into it, and that's like, if you look at it like a comic book, which is what it's based on, comic book, of course, and it was just action-packed I'm not, there's no spoilers here, but it was action-packed from start to finish. I mean, it was throughout the whole movie, just probably a little too much, because it just never seemed to stop. There was action, 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 action. I mean, and that's a good thing. It was kind of like a comic book. And of course, Crypto's in it, and that's not a spoiler. He's all over the TV. Crypto was great, and again, James Gunn. I could tell he's an animal lover. You can tell James Gunn is an animal lover because the way that he portrays his animals throughout his movies is very, very sentimental, and it really does. I think that's where it hits me the most too. So. It was not a bad movie. It was a good movie. Was it fantastic? No. I don't even think the Fantastic Four is going to be fantastic. I think that's just going to, yeah. But I didn't have high hopes for Superman, but I was gladly surprised when I walked out of that movie. And it was pretty good. It was corny, but it was good. So, yeah. Not a bad movie. That's what Allie and I did this weekend. We did some outdoor stuff too, but we had to get out of the heat. It was just so hot. We got a lot of yard work and stuff, going on. But we just said, let's go inside. Let's do room service. It's kind of essentially what we did. We stayed in. She had the weekend off. We just stayed in and enjoyed the air conditioning. We watched The Stand. I don't know why. We watched that. We watched that as a TV show. I was like, I haven't watched the show The Stand. We watched the newer one that was out, I think, in 2000. The one with who was in that movie? Was there anyone in it that was the guy from True Blood, Alexander Skarsgård? Yeah, he played Randall Flagg. Yeah, he was in that. And who was the other guy? The one from X-Men, James Marsden. So it was pretty good. Pretty good show. And we also watched Nautilus, which if you don't know was kind of loosely based on Jules Verne, 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas, and that was really good. I like that show. So that's what we did this weekend. Nothing big, but we enjoyed it. The weekend goes by too fast. So here we are. We're gonna get straight to the comments, and like I said, this is gonna be a shorter video today just because I have other Dreamlight videos coming out later on. So let's get straight to the comments. We have got one from Sharina Parvin 44 commenting on the new Sleeping Beauty bundle. Sharina says, wow, the Sleeping Beauty bundle looks absolutely magical. Thanks for the awesome preview. Your excitement and detailed walkthrough always make these updates even more fun to explore. Well, thank you, Shri. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for saying that. Makes me glad that someone has said something like that. That's very nice of you. Sharina also commented on Cyberpunk. Not a lot of people watch the Cyberpunk video, and I understand it's an older game. I'm just gonna, like, it's an older game that I've never played through and I've wanted to play through, and I said, I might as well add it to my channel. It's, you know, if anyone watches it, fine. If no one watches it, fine. I'm probably gonna add a contest to it soon, but if anyone watches it, okay. If not, that's fine too. I understand. I'm just, you know, if I'm going to spend time playing it, I might as well put it on my channel and someone will watch it at some point. So that's what I did, and they got a couple of views, so I'm happy with it. So Sharina is one of the people who watched it. It says, Cyberpunk 27 never fails to surprise. The missions keep getting crazier. Transporting what now? Love how you keep the energy and storytelling so immersive. Keep it up. Well, thank you, Sharina. I appreciate you saying that. And I am one of those people who likes to talk through their games. You know, maybe it's just because I get really bored really quick, so I have to kind of keep myself entertained while I'm on the mic. And you know, I'm one of those people who like automatically reacts to things, so I'm always talking it through. So no matter what happens, if I'm playing a game, you're probably going to hear the dialogue that I'm saying or that I'm thinking, because it's out loud, and as I play through a game, you'll probably hear what I really mean about it. So, but thank you for picking up on that. I appreciate it. Sharina Parvin, thank you so much for your comments. Who else do we have here? We've got, hi Gray, says Brenda. Hello Brenda. And Brenda, I did send out your Amazon winnings, so please look for those in your email. I feel like I have to sneeze here in a second, so if I go quiet, I apologize. I did send out your Amazon winnings, so please be on the lookout for that, Brenda. Brenda also says, my grands call me Nana, so I react whenever you say my Nana, LOL. Oh, I know, my Nana right here. I always talk to her like that, my Nana dog. That's cute, though. They all call you Nana. Okay, what else do we have here? Brenda, hi, Gray. Hello, hello. Sharina, again, says at Great Man Games, I want to see your success. Even though your video quality is so good, your videos have very few views and subscribers. I can promise you that I will change your channel. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, that's, you know, it comes and goes. My subscribers, I'm kind of edging on 4,000. They do, it all depends. I mean, I think I have like a select amount of people who watch regularly. I do have, you know, if you look at like my my shorts, I get like numbers in the thousands, but my long forms, I have a select crowd that comes in and watches, and sometimes they go high, sometimes they go low. At this point, as long as I'm getting the word out about dogs and stuff, it really makes no difference to me. I'm not trying to make a living off this channel. I'm just here to get the word out about dogs and cats and animal shelter. So whether or not I have 1 view or 1,000 views, it really doesn't make a lot of difference to me. I'm having fun doing it, and I'm getting the word out. And as I said, I'm not here to ask for money or anything like that. And I guess sometimes I don't understand it, because I see people who are constantly, and I'm not trying to like trounce on anyone else, but I see people that are out there who are always begging for money and stuff, and they got thousands of views, and we're doing the same thing, but I give away money and don't ask for money really, and I get like the lower, I don't know what it is, I have no clue, but I'm not going to try and figure it out. I'm just going to keep on doing what I've been doing for the last few years. And what works, works. Well, what doesn't. You know, I'm not in this, as I said, to make a living. Allie and I have our life set up. We, you know, we have our other business. She works, and we don't have anything that I'm asking for money. Our house is paid off, and cars and all that jazz. So we're good. I'm just here having fun, trying to save the lives of animals. That's all I want to do. That's it. So if people watch, they watch. If they don't, well, I'm not gonna beg people to watch my channel. If they enjoy it, they're gonna watch. That's all I can say. Red K says, it's amazing how animals can sense that. And I'm assuming that Red K is talking about the dog that was at an adoption function and had sensed a man before the man had a seizure and was able to save the man's life, essentially. So yeah, I think that's what Red K is speaking of. So Red K says it's amazing how animals can sense that. Heard a cat do that or something like that once. Yeah, animals are like that, I suppose. Red K says, I think you hate fireworks because some of the people using them lack common sense. Yeah, that's for sure. You don't mix alcohol and fire. That's common sense. There's warning labels for a reason. Also, there's a whole website for fireworks safety and pet safety. Some people ruin everything, and I hope they don't ruin drones. Yeah, me either. I don't know if they could possibly ruin drones, but I think that you're right. I don't hate like fireworks. I don't hate like the celebration. I just hate what they do. The loud fireworks, how they they scare animals. And yeah, you're right. People that use them in the wrong way and become dangerous. So that's absolutely right. All right, we have Pink Rose. Pink Rose says, I'm sad about Michaela Reigns too. I also am trying to avoid other channels unless it's news. I can't help but think that some of the people that bullied her are trying to profit off of her tragedy. That is 100% right on correct, and it's sickening. It's sickening to see how many people have jumped on this wagon and put Michaela Reigns' face on their channel, thrown it up there and said, oh, look at Michaela, and please click here, we'll tell you her story. That's bullshit. I'm sorry to say it is. To make money off this poor woman who only tried to help save foxes. You don't see Greymane Gaming, saying, looky here at Michaela, here's a picture of her with her fox, and oh, this and that. No, I would never do that. I would never want to make any money off Michaela Reigns. Off of her tragedy. And these people, you could see it all over YouTube. Every other video was Michaela Reigns this, Michaela Reigns that. People trying to make a profit, trying to get clicks, they're scumbags. They are true scumbags, trying to make money off of Michaela Reigns' tragedy. And it's terrible, and it's disgusting. And that's how disgusting some people are. Sorry to say, but it is true. Thank you, Pink Rose, for that and for pointing that out. It is very true. All right. We got high grade everyone from Brenda. Hello, Brenda. And we got great video. Thank you so much, Pink Rose. And I think that covers everything. All right, everyone. I'm going to make sure I put these on public. All right, let us get to the pups and the kitties. Hopefully we can get some of these adopted. Let me get rid of these first because I've got Brenda taken care of. So we can get rid of these these messages. Okay. All right, let's get to the pups and the dogs, or the dogs and the kitties, and see what we have. Today we've got Poodle Lawrence. Excuse me. Poodle Lawrence has been at Downey, California since the 12th of June. He's had an adoption hold for about 2 weeks, and it was just dropped on the 11th of July. That is sad. He's 3 years old, 34 pounds. Today is his last day to adopt. He is at Downey, California. That's a pretty nasty place for any dog to be. So he is number 857048771. He's a beautiful, beautiful poodle. Handsome fellow. Please. His adoption fell through. He had a home. And it looks like, isn't that, these scumbags held on to this dog for that long, and they had free adoptions. All adoptions were waived until the 12th, until July the 12th, and they decided to drop their adoption on the 11th. You scumbags, you are terrible. Horrible people. Horrible people. one day before the event ends, and they decide to drop it after 2 weeks. Scumbags. All right, let's move along. That's just terrible. Wow, that just pisses me off. We've got a female tricolor terrier mix. She's at Pet Harbor. That's Los Angeles. That's Lancaster. She's a beautiful dog. She does look like a terrier. 857-12586. She's at Lancaster and Los Angeles County Animal Control. Their phone number is 661-940-4191. A lot of these animals probably came in after the July 4th fireworks, so I'm sure people are looking for them. We're going to repost. There we go. We have got, oh, poor baby. We've got Sweet Tangerine. Is that NYCACC? Those scumholes. She's at NYCACC. Let's see which one is she at? Let's see if they put it up here on the video. Come on, give me the info. Give me the info. It doesn't say where. Come on, where's she at? She's number 220469, and I'm trying to see what borough she is at in New York City. I'm gonna guess Manhattan, but she could be at any one of them. It doesn't say, but she's at NYCACC. You can always call and give them the number, her ID number, and they will find out where she's at. If you want to adopt her or know someone who does. Why don't they ever put down where she's at? Sometimes they just forget the most important information that there is. So we've got Sweet Tangerine 220469. All right, there we go. We got Morgan Fairchild's dogs. We got pledges. So pledges are what are like money that people give to be held onto for a certain dog. So you'll pledge, say, $100, and it will go towards one dog that you choose, and it entices people to adopt the dog because their bills are paid, their vet fees are paid, their shots and all that stuff's all paid. They get some money to bring home with them for future food and everything else. It's just money that is given for, whatever dog they choose, that you donate to the, to the pledge holder. And we do that here on the channel. And if you buy a T-shirt or a coffee mug on this channel, one of the Greymane Gaming shirts or one of the mugs, the money that you use to pay for that shirt or for that mug is then turned into part of a pool that I give to a pledge for a dog or a cat to be saved. None of the money that I get on this channel, whether it be through merchandise or even through views, do I ever pocket. I mean, I just don't. I'm not here to make money. I don't need the money, so I've never taken the money. I've either given it away in a contest, which I just gave away a $50 to Brenda McBride yesterday. She won a contest in June. I have another contest coming up. I've given away close to $2,000 in the last year and a half on this channel. Just free money that I've given for people participating in contests. And so please give a little back if you can. Get a shirt, get a coffee mug so that we can do pledges for these beautiful animals to be saved. So Morgan Fairchild's got pledges up today. We've got Finn at $190. We've got DeMonte at $260. We've got Brooklyn at $313. We've got Star Lily at $357. We've got Snoopy at $380. And we've got Bailey at $475. And we've got Jumbo Shrimp at $655 in pledges. That's amazing. Hopefully they all get adopted. So that is where that's at. All right, let's do a couple more here so we can get the show on the or off the road. We've got, I think we did Sweet Tangerine. Does this say where she's at? Maybe this one says where she's at. Sweet Tangerine, what borough are you at, Sweet Tangerine, my girl? It still doesn't say. I'm telling you. She's at NYCACC. Last call for Sweet Tangerine. And she's beautiful. Beautiful girl. And it's not telling me where. Maybe if I click here. No. We have, so we've got her already reposted. We got another one at NYCACC. An adorable 3-year-old beautiful girl. Arrived with a cat and 3 siblings. One of them has already been killed. Poppy, this is Poppy. Poppy is at the NYCACC crap hole. Poppy is at, I'm waiting, Queens. Poppy's at Queens. Poppy's number 227257. Beautiful little girl, and she has been in care for 59 days, so she needs to get out. She needs to get out. Poor little Poppy. Alright, I'm reposting her. Did I repost Sweet Tangerine? Let me make sure I do that. Let me make sure I get Sweet Tangerine here again. Yes, I did. Alright, I did get her. Alright, who else do we have? Do we have any more here? We must have at least one more. We've got Kailua. Kailua is 5 years old. It says on her tag, does anyone out there care about me at all? I don't want to die. I love belly rubs. I'm small. I can go everywhere with you. I won't take up much room. If you give me a chance, I won't regret it. Please hurry. Kailua is in Texas, I think. Boy, why don't you people put the address on here? That frustrates me. All right, let me see. Someone has it there. Kailua is at Corpus Christi Animal Care Shelter, 2626 Holly Road, Corpus Christi, Texas, US 78415. She is ID number A382082, and she's a small dog. The phone number there is 361-826-4630. That is at Corpus Christi Animal Shelter for Kailua. She's a beautiful little girl, and she's scared, and she's afraid she's going to die. Oh, she's so cute. Let's repost her. All right, I'm reposting. Now remember, if you repost any of the animals that I post, you could win $25. We have today, if I don't hear from Nazreen McDonald today, then she forfeits her $25. I've given her a week. She won $25 as of last Monday, and it ends today. So if she does not respond to me today to claim her $25, then I will redo another one shortly for the month of July. But right now it is Nazreen McDonald who has won this month's $25 for reposting on my X page. We've got Russell County, Phoenix City, Alabama. We have a stray used for sterling stray used for breeding and then thrown out on the streets when they were done with her. I don't know what they don't have do they have a name here for her? Yeah, I guess it's sterling. Number is 588. This is her ID number, 588-73367. About 6 months to 2 years old. She's a terrier mix. She's at Russell County, Phoenix City, Alabama. She's beautiful, young little girl, and just used and abused and then thrown out from some scumbag. So we're going to repost her. All right, that's going to do it this morning, everyone. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a magical day. Please share. Please help get the word out about animals and trying to save the lives of these beautiful animals. And yeah, that's what we're here for. That's all I'm here for. So thank you again for watching. And please be the best human being that you can be today. Don't be as good as you're going to be tomorrow, but be much better than you were yesterday. All right? And I will see you in future videos today. We're going to be doing some more Dreamlight Valley, so I will see you all then. Thanks for watching.